talking to me earlier. Tariq Aziz, one of Saddam Hussein's most prominent deputies and closest advisers, has been sentenced to death by a court in Iraq. The former foreign minister, who surrendered to US troops shortly after the fall of Baghdad in 2003, was one of the best-known faces of Saddam's regime. The 74-year-old was convicted for his persecution of religious groups. Here's our international editor, Lindsay Hilson.
Tariq Aziz, frail now after a stroke in January and 7 years in prison. The court said the judge has issued the death sentence for persecution of religious parties, a crime against humanity, he said. It's been a long journey for the cigar-smoking young man who became the acceptable face of the world's most unacceptable regime. In February 2003, he went to see the Pope, trying to get him to dissuade the Americans from invading, to no avail. As a courteous English-speaking Christian, he was a natural on the diplomatic circuit, but it was too late to avoid war, even though his message that Iraq no longer had weapons of mass destruction turned out to be true. He was the 8 of spades in the US pack of cards, the most wanted members of Saddam's regime. And when Saddam fell, he gave himself up to the Americans. Iraqi television announced the death sentence. His family blame Iraq's Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki.
Everybody was surprised and we were shocked about listening to this sentence against my father, especially in this case. Everybody knows it's a politics thing, it's not justice. You know, al-Maliki, he controlled all the court from his office.
Prime Minister Maliki is a leader of the Shiite Dawa party, which Mr Aziz is convicted of persecuting. His lawyer thinks that might explain the severity of the sentence.
The judgment against Mr Tariq Aziz is a political judgment, and this is the only way for it to be considered. Besides, it was planned by the Iraqi government.
Tariq Aziz was a member of Saddam Hussein's Revolutionary Command Council, which gave orders for torture and execution. Attitudes to his death sentence today reflect the continuing divisions in Iraqi society.
I don't think Tariq Aziz has done any harm to the Iraqi people. He just used to receive orders from his superiors, so I don't think he has harmed anyone.
Tariq Aziz should have been executed a long time ago, when the regime fell. Those people destroyed Iraq and the people of Iraq.
Tariq Aziz had already been sentenced to 15 years in prison for complicity in the killings of market traders in 1992. He pleaded not guilty to all charges and said back in 2008 that the Dawa party had tried to kill him even when Saddam was still in power.
I know that this is a process of revenge against me personally. The people in power now wanted to assassinate me, to kill me on April the 1st, 1980, at the entrance that led to the Al-Mustansiriya University.
The high-flying days of international diplomacy are long gone. An appeal will be heard within 30 days. If it fails, the man who represented Saddam Hussein to the world will be executed before the end of January.
Lindsay